Hello everybody, this is Lottie88 and in today's video it's going to be a kind of year-long creativity journal, if you will. My New Year's resolution is to be more creative, so I wanted to show you my progress from beginning of the year to the end of the year, and this includes cards, crochet projects, paintings, whatever I end up doing. So okay, without further ado, these are the first two cards I have done. So these are the envelopes, and if you bear with me I will take out the cards. So these are the first two cards. I can't show you the inside because I've already filled them out, but as you can see, very simple in design. I wrote happy birthday in my handwriting, and then I used washi tape to look like candles. That's all washi tape, that is, and then I just drew on some flame with the black pen. So you'll probably realize that at the beginning these first few won't be as good. Hopefully we'll see improvement as the year goes on, but anyway, let me show you the next one. So I did a very simple envelope design on these. I'm trying to decorate the envelopes a little bit as well, but some of them mightn't be. So this is just triangles cut from washi tape to look like a banner. Let me show you the cards. So these are the cards, and as you can see, quite a simple design, but no less effective or time consuming. So for example, I've got some faux stitching around the edge, and also some faux stitching on the balloons to draw it in, and then the lines, and then we've got a happy birthday panel there. The only thing I'm annoyed about is I really wish I had raised the balloons out with some foam tabs or something, but I couldn't find my foam tabs, and these cards are to go out soon, so I wanted to get them finished. Got a few birthdays in January and beginning of February, so okay. I can't show you the insides unfortunately because I have already written all of these cards, but I will try and remember in the future. So let me show you the next one. So this is the next set of envelopes that I did. They actually correspond with the colours I used inside the card, but they are all the same card. Let me show you. So as you can see, the pink envelope corresponds with the pink presents, the yellow envelope with the yellow presents, and the green envelope with the green presents. And it just says happy birthday. I did some more of the faux stitching. I really like that look on the craft card. And we've got a Totoro that I coloured in, and some little gifts, and I used stickles on those to make them nice and glittery and add a little bit of dimension. These cards will be for a few people that I know that love Studio Ghibli, so let me show you the last card I've made so far. So this is the final card that I've done. As you can see, I did a very simple envelope. I will colour it at some point, probably blues because it's a card for a boy. And it just says happy birthday. I did some kind of funky writing there. To you. And then what I did was wrapped a piece of yellow card with some gold washi tape and laid some gold washi tape out, made a bow, and then I decided it wasn't quite enough, so I added a little rhinestone in the middle just to give it a little pop. So those are my cards so far. This is still quite early in January, so we're going to continue on and see if I get any better. So it's now mid-January, and these are the things that I have done since my last video. Not a huge amount, not as much as I would have liked, but this is the first thing. It basically works out as kind of like an envelope or a packet, It started off as a gift bag and I messed up, so I just kind of converted it. So what I've done is trimmed and stuck the edge down. And then when I get a nice gift, like a small book or something, then I'll be able to use this. Or maybe some sweets or something. But yeah, you can't really see, but it was double paper as well, so I ruined it. That's why I was using it for a gift bag. Never mind, lesson learned. The second one is for a friend's husband who loves Doctor Who. So it says, congratulations on completing yet another year of wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. I think you'll find that quite amusing. The only thing with this one is I love how I did it, but I really wish I'd used like a coloured card or somehow coloured the background a little bit more so it wasn't quite so white. And then with this one I've got, it says happy birthday, and it is a lovely watercolour rainbow present with some stickles on there. Can you see that? Some stickles and just a coloured background, and I don't know if you can see it, the lighting is not great. It's actually like a crisscrossy checkered kind of pattern. I don't think you can see it very well, but yes. So that is the ones I've made so far. I have got one that's almost finished, but I'm actually waiting on a specific pen that I need to finish it. So, probably see that in the next part of this vlog. Here is another card that I have made. This one took quite a bit longer than I anticipated because I was waiting for the white gel pen to arrive so I could do the stitch border. It goes all the way around. And I used wool for the string. And then originally I coated this in like a clear gel, but it looked a bit weird, so I added some glitter. And this is done with liquid pearls. So there's a few bits of stickles on there as well, just to bring it all together. So there's another card that I've made. Hey everybody, so I'm back with a couple new craft projects. This is a gift for my manager for her birthday. I decided to have a go at just decorating it a little bit differently. So what I've done is, I haven't put any information yet, but I'm going to raise that up slightly so it's like that, with some double-sided foam tape. I just cut a little background tag, and these are little embellishments with buttons in the middle, and I used wool instead of string. So I'll write that out in a minute when I finished filming and write that and stick that on, and then that's done. So I think that looks really, really nice. I didn't do anything to the sides, I left that as it was. And then the other project that I have been working on is a small Valentine's project. So this is the project. They're tiny little handbags. They will close like this. And what I've done is I've done 2 pink ones and a blue one, and I've finished the blue one. I've filled it with a little bit of tissue paper that I shredded. I've got to get some pink tissue paper cut to go in here. And then what I'm going to do is just get some little sweets, some jelly hearts or some jazzies or something, and I'll fill each one with a little bag of sweeties. And there'll be one for my sister, for my dad, and for my mum for Valentine's, because I do not have a Valentine this year again, and I'm not particularly bothered, but I saw this little tutorial and I really wanted to give it a go. but I didn't want to waste it afterwards, so I thought, well, I'll make it and I'll just give them a little something for Valentine's. So I will just say though, like, the handles were really hard to stick on because the way the paper bent, it just kind of put pressure on it, and I originally used double-sided sticky tape, but I had to go back with a really strong glue because they just kept popping off. So use really, really good glue and hold it for a minute or two, let it really stick down. So yeah, those are my projects. Okay, so this is my next project. This took me about half an hour to an hour, but I had to do all the measuring by hand because I do not have a scoreboard. So this is a box that I made. I can't show you the back because it's got the person's name on it, but this is a gift box that I made, and that's just the bit with the white bit's just like with all the names and everything. Basically this is a cute little gift box. I tied it up with wool because I had lots of that wool and it looked nice. Went with the pink design, and it's a cute little box. And this is specifically sized for a Yankee candle, which is what is in here. And this is what I made. I really like this box, and I'm really liking the fact that I was able to do something simple but really pretty. I think the person that I'm giving this to will really appreciate this. So yes, I'm really happy. It didn't take me too long, and I broke into a new paper pack for this. So very cool, very exciting. So I've got one of the ladies that I work with's birthday coming up, and she loves handmade gifts, and she also loves things like this, like little brooches, because she wears them on her coat and she puts them on her bag or her hats. She loves things like this. And what I did was I was trying to make a multi-layered poppy, but unfortunately I got the pattern very wrong, so I ended up stopping after doing one full round. I got very confused. I misread the pattern and added an extra petal, and so then I made a smaller flower, which is this part, and I stitched that together and made it into one flower. So this is flower number 1, and it was very gappy, as you can see. So I used a smaller flower to cover the gaps and make it look really nice. And I love the colour of this wool. It's pink and red and burgundy. It's really nice. And I put a really cool funky button in the middle. And then I was like, right, I need some way of wrapping this that looks as awesome as the brooch. And this is what I went with. So it's about the right size. It's a bit wider than I had anticipated, but that's okay. I'll wrap it in some tissue paper and put it in this box. So what I'm going to be doing is a piece of paper here with her name and a happy birthday message and a love from. And then this is the box that I did. It says happy birthday, and then it's got these funky little, they're supposed to look like dandelion puffs. I think they kind of look like dandelion puffs. And a little ribbon bow. So that will tuck perfectly inside there when it's wrapped in tissue paper. That's what I did. Alright, this is probably the last update for my January craft vlog. I made these owls. I didn't actually make they're wood. I didn't make the base. That was made for me, and then I decorated them. So what I did was I stuck some buttons, and I painted the base green, stuck some buttons on, and used some mother of pearl paint to do the accents. And then I also added some stickles just to kind of give a little bit more lift. this is what they look like. I'm quite happy with them, but I feel like something is missing, but I can't figure out what it is. So until I can figure out what is missing, I'm not going to add anything or take anything away of these. I'm just going to leave them as they are and see what happens, see what I think. I'm so confused. I feel like there's something missing, but they look great in the light. When they catch the light and the mother of pearl paint really picks up, but when they're not in the light, do you see? It's like, oh, they're in the light. Oh. Oh, they're in the light. Oh. So I think that's what my problem might be. I might have to go over this with some white or something. I don't know. Alright, well, that's my last little thing. I'm kind of happy with these. I don't know what they're going to be. My manager asked me to do them. So we're doing some each. See what each of us come up with. Just a little hobby thing. Alright guys, I will see you in February.